they taught me the basics. They taught me the knife skills. They taught me the cooking techniques, and it really helped me when I got my first job. It was really hard to get a job at my first job, Noé, back in the day. Like a lot of people, like either they quit or got fired within the first month because they couldn't handle it. They were not prepared well enough, and that's what this restaurant did for me. We're almost like a family, but when you're in the class, you treat it like it's work, because that is going to help you prepare you for when you actually get to work, because most times you're not going to get that luxury of having people friendly towards you. But that's why this place, really love this place. That's why I came back second time and got my associates, and maybe I might just come back and get my bachelor's, but we'll see. So how did going to school in Lenotre actually prepare you for working in a restaurant, especially one of the top restaurants like Kata Robata?
Well, what Lenotre taught me mostly, working in the restaurant industry, especially having an opportunity to work at a high-end restaurant, is that just gotta put quality and love into your products that you work with, and just gotta be proud of what you do.
Kata Robata is basically, it's one of the busiest restaurants in Houston right now. We were actually ranked number 11 on the Allison Cook top 100 list, and we've actually been getting busier and busier every single year. We used to do on a day like 400 or 500 covers, right? That's roughly 150 and 350. 150 for lunch, 350 for dinner, and now it's still climbing up. Now we're doing like 200 for lunch and 400 for dinner every single day.
My work experience here at Kata Robata was very interesting. I learned a lot here, just all the ingredients, and the different knives, especially like Japanese knives and cutlery, things like that. I've been really expanding, and the actual culture of Japanese food is what I've been really focused on when I started working here. There's just a different take for me, because I was also interested in French and Italian cuisine during school, and where I changed my perception to more of a Japanese learning.
My dad's cooking, basically, because when I was a kid, he always cooked for us all the time, for me and my mom, and I loved the way he cooked, like the Filipino food. It was just really simple comfort food. And then one day, he was pretty busy on the day to cook anything, so he asked me to cook it. And I made a pan-fried sea bass, and well, we all tried it, and it's really good. And I guess that's what kind of hooked me on this.
No, we didn't know each other before we started working here.
Yeah, actually, I remember the first day this guy came in the restaurant and asked him if he could speak with me. And I was like, who is this guy? And then once I met him, I saw his jacket. It said, Alain and Marie Lenotre. And I asked him, who sent you here? And he said, Chef Chris Jacob. It's like, oh, that's a good recommendation right there. Like, out of all the students Chef Chris would have sent, he sent this guy over. It's his first job, but we're working with him on it. Well, obviously, I want to run my own restaurant. Well, one in here in Houston, but I think the first step for me is I want to take whatever I learned here and from whatever world different cuisines, bring it back home to the Philippines, so they can get to try other foods aside from their hometown. Don't give up. In a restaurant, there's always a teamwork, but from those teamworks is you have to learn to have some integrity. No matter how bad the day feels, or whatever you might feel, just keep on pushing on. Just keep on going on. Actually, one of my old sous-chefs, he trained us to the point where we didn't even need him. So even when he was gone, or he was sick, or he was gone for 1 or 2 months, sometimes longer than that, we're still running the restaurant without him. That's one thing you have to keep in mind is, keep pushing yourself, have some integrity. No matter what happens, you always have to do the right thing.